Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the public meeting of the Mayor and Council. At this time, I'd ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silent prayer and a reflection as we think about the Caribbean and the people that are in the direct wake of Hurricane Melissa. Please salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Before we start, please note the fire exits behind you into the main parking lot, to my left, your right, with your main hallway. New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with this act, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Milford has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Borough Hall. Notices have been sent for the record in the Original News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the establishment and implementation of public policy that will safeguard infrastructure, provide fair, honest, courteous, and professional services, establish a sense of trust and accomplishment between all residents, and through research and prudent planning seek to minimize risk while improving our services. We are sensitive to the needs and satisfaction of our taxpayers, while realizing that this governing body cannot be all things to all people within the revenue constraints imposed by state mandates, economic conditions, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. At this time, I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Here.
Councilman Zollner.
Here.
Council President Duffy.
Here.
Councilman Grodzki.
Here.
Councilman Seymour.
Here.
Councilwoman Grant.
Here.
Mayor Pacino.
Here. Before we start, I'm going to ask to add two things to the agenda. The first one is, can I get a motion to appoint Anika Thomas to the Milford Municipal Alliance?
Is it a motion to add it to the agenda?
Motion to add it to the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And I would like to add item number 3 under new business as emergency food drive. May I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, thank you. So the first thing on the agenda tonight is appointments. So may I get a motion to appoint Haley Wilson and Anika Thomas to the New Milford Municipal Alliance?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much, ladies, and we look forward to your service, and thank you for reaching out and wanting to help. They are student reps, by the way, in high school, so very exciting. Under unfinished business, may I get a motion for the approval of the October 15th, 2025 work and closed session minutes? Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. We have one ordinance up for adoption tonight. That would be 2025:30, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I'd ask you to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance amending Chapter 7 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Traffic, thereby amending Section 7-3.4 entitled Parking Prohibited Certain Hours on Certain Streets, and Section 7-3.5 entitled Exceptions to Overnight Parking Regulations.
Okay, the purpose of this ordinance is to rescind the 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. parking restrictions on all streets. May I get a motion to open it up to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions or comments regarding this ordinance, now is your opportunity to speak. Seeing that no member of the public wishes to comment on this ordinance at this time, I would ask for a motion to close to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading?
So moved. Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Yes.
Councilman Zollner.
Yes.
Council President Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Grodzki.
No.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
Okay, item number 1. Oh, wait, I have the introduction of an ordinance.
Yes.
2025:31, and when the clerk has the opportunity, please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 16 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Garbage and Refuse, thereby amending subsection 6-3.5 entitled Property Owners' Responsibilities.
Okay, the purpose of this ordinance is to amend the purchase price for the replacement or additional recycling containers. It is now $22 And basically that covers the costs, our costs of the recycling container, which, is that with the lid?
That's what it is now, it's going to 26.
Oh, it's going to 26 with the lid.
No.
The
Lid's
lid's
$5.
more. $26 if you want a new can, $5 if you want a lid.
Correct.
There you go. May I get a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And let's get a roll call then anyway.
Yes. Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Yes.
Councilman Zalner.
Yes.
Council President Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Grodzki. Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Graham.
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing on this ordinance will be at our November 10th meeting. Okay, now we'll move on to item number 1, which is schedule updates. So on November 2nd and November 3rd, it's New Milford's having its paper shredding events, sponsored by the DPW and the Bergen County Utilities Authority. It'll take place from 9 to 1 p.m., or if the truck gets full, and it'll be at the swim club parking lot. So that will be Saturday and Sunday back to back.
I believe Saturday is November 1st.
It's first and second, isn't it?
First and second. Saturday the 1st,
Yes.
Sunday the 2nd, back to back.
Thank you. Okay.
On Tuesday, November 11th, is our annual Veterans Day ceremony, sponsored by the New Milford Public Events Committee. It'll take place at 11 a.m. at the Borough Hall lawn. That's all I have through November. Are there any other events that I missed or you'd like to add? At our next meeting, I will announce the holiday lightings for December. Going once, going twice, nothing else? Okay. Item number 2 is Administrator's Report.
Thank you, Mayor. For our engineering update, both DOT road projects that included portions of Roslyn, Monroe, Marion, Clinton, Linwood, Maple, and Roosevelt were completed on October 20th. The concrete work on the Main Street Improvement Project is scheduled to begin the first week in November. The pre-construction meeting for the French Brook Stabilization Project was followed by a site visit with the contractor. There's a section that's adjacent to the current project scope that needs repair, but was not included in the original DEP application. In order to extend the project limits, we need to submit an application to the DEP for a major technical modification. Unfortunately, the DEP will not accept a markup of the existing plan and is requiring a full set of revised plans. The application, plan revision, and DEP review will set the start date back by approximately 120 days. There will be additional engineering and construction costs, but there is sufficient funding in the budget to cover the additional expenses. The ADA renovation of the 2 bathrooms on the first floor of the Borough Hall is scheduled to start with demolition on Saturday, November 8th. Number 2, the Mayor, Council, President Duffy, Councilman Zalner, and I met with the Director and the Superintendent of Public Works to discuss potential projects for the DOT Local Aid Infrastructure Grant and the DOT Local Transportation Fund Grant, the Bergen County Community Development Block Grant, and the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities Urban Heat Island Mitigation Grant. The projects identified for each area are as follows. The DOT LAIF is the sidewalks behind the DEO Middle School and paving of Stewart Place, Rose Place, and Knoll Road. The DOT LTPF is for the paving of Graphic Boulevard from Holly to Chestnut, Holly from Graphic to Henley, and Cherry from Hoffman to Henley. And the CDBG application is for the a generator for Borough Hall. The one that we have now is very old, and it doesn't cover the entire Borough Hall. The NJB PP, we considered it a few years ago. We were able to make some updates on it and keep it going, but we think it's prudent to pay attention to it now. Yes, yes. For the BPU, we were looking at greenery, benches, and a water station at Knights Field. And right now, we had a meeting with the grants consultant, and we're waiting to confirm that New Milford is eligible to apply for the grant, which may only be available to overburdened communities. So we'll see what that feedback on that is. Election Day is Tuesday, November 4th. The polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Early voting is available at 9 locations in Bergen County, including locations in Hackensack and Teaneck. The hours are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Early voting runs through Sunday, November 2nd. The deadline to apply for a mail-in ballot is tomorrow, October 28th, and you can do it in person at the county if you still wish to obtain a mail-in ballot. And the next meeting of the Mayor Council is a work session, which is scheduled for Monday, November 10th at 7 p.m.
Any questions for the administrator? So we have a lot of projects we're working on the horizon, which is good. Okay, item number 3 is the item we added, emergency food drive. So over the weekend, I had a conversation with the county, and I was alerted that there's 336 families in New Milford that will not be getting their SNAP benefits on November 1st. I know other towns are in similar situations, and they are going to be organizing food drives as well. So I want the blessing of the council to run a food drive this week. The plan is to have drop-off locations at all of our borough buildings at designated times. And I had reached out to the school district over the weekend, and they were more than happy to jump on and help us out. So Friday night is a football game, 7 o'clock, and we're going to do a food donation night, KNIGHT. So we're asking anyone who attends the football game to bring food or a ShopRite gift card. I'm thinking we'll have a little table there with a tent so we can collect everything. We'll have a DPW employee there for any food so they can bring it back. And hopefully we can generate enough this week to kind of help offset the run that's going to be on the food pantry in November. All these items will go to our local food pantry in New Milford, which is located at the Ascension Church. So, everyone think that's a great idea?
I think it's a great idea. Fantastic idea.
So I'm going to ask Councilwoman Grant if tomorrow morning you could contact the senior center and the library and let them know that they'll be designated drop-off locations.
Absolutely.
Ari, if you could let DPW know that they are also a drop-off location. Ira, the police lobby will also be a drop-off location. I created a flyer, and I'm just going to have the flyer printed and put on the can. So anyone who sees the flyer that I post tonight, they'll match the one they see, so kind of like...
When does drop-off begin?
Tomorrow. This will run tomorrow through Friday. This is a less than 1 week emergency, as much as we can get dry, just to fill up the food pantry for November.
And perhaps we can have a food drive later in November, should we continue?
Yeah, especially with the holidays coming, it's always worse, so
Right.
This is just a start to, hopefully, the government shutdown will end sometime soon, and, benefits will start being applied, at least for December, which would help.
I have to say, I think it's appalling that the food stamp SNAP program is being decimated this way. Forcing people to starve is just, I don't have words for it.
It's alarming how many people it
Appalling,
affects.
absolutely appalling.
It's absolutely appalling.
Mayor,
Yes.
and just to add on to what Councilman Grant said, it's, if you dig a little deeper on that, you would see that mostly affected by those cuts are children.
Yeah.
So it's good that we're partnering with the schools.
Absolutely.
I think, it really hits home with parents and students alike. And I have to thank Commissioner Tracy Silver for her diligent work on this subject, for helping us see the numbers. And she actually shared a story that some of the food pantries get monthly donations from corporates. And since March, these corporate donations have been slashed. So when they went to fill the pantry, like a little bit, it was already empty. So this is dire, and we're the ones to, I think it's great. I think we're going to do a good job doing it.
If I could just add, the Commissioner Tracy Zer has been at the forefront of this issue since she's been in office, championing to end food insecurity. I'm very grateful for her leadership.
It's one of those things where you don't think it happens here, but it does. So I think if everyone just, helps out, plays their part, I think we can So I'm going to make it a addendum. So thank you for approving this. I will post it tonight, and we'll start tomorrow, first thing. So if you could just let them know they're going to be drop locations.
Can I get a couple of print copies so that I can take them to the library in the senior center?
Thank you. Resolutions. Has everyone had a chance to look at the resolutions? We'll let you know.
Okay.
Is there anything to be pulled for further discussion and vote? No? Let's move on to council committee reports. Let's start with Councilwoman Sanders.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to update Mayor and Council on what the Environmental and Energy Commission is working on. They're still working on the BPU Community Energy Plan project, and they are in the process of looking for a consultant to help them with the finalizing of the plan and presentation. So we're going to be looking, so they have a consultant that they're speaking with, and we're looking at March to do a presentation here at Mayor and Council. It will be open to the public and available for
Is the
public
presentation
comment.
going to be geared towards the governing body or towards the public? Or both?
It's both, actually. Thank you for answering the question.
Yeah.
It's actually both because the plan has to be approved by Mayor and Council, and there will be an opportunity for public comment on that as well. And the Green Team continues working on the whole home energy assessment, educational outreach, and they are working on they're planning for mid-November to do community outreach, door-to-door, to educate neighbors and partnering with interns from Montclair State to do that education. So
Excellent.
that's what's happening.
Councilman Zone.
Thank you, Mayor. Recreation, the soccer season has been an absolute huge success, and the weather has been favorable, which kept all the games on schedule. Unfortunately, for the soccer players, it's coming to an end as of mid-November. Prior to that, for a couple of weeks, they'll have their playoffs. Basketball, the travel tryouts began the second week of October, and they had 115 responses, 3rd through 8th grade, boys and girls. And this past Saturday, they had their annual pumpkin patch event, which was very successful also. They probably gave out maybe 400 pumpkins. And the remainder of those, they gave out through the borough, at the Borough Hall, the library, and also to the senior center. So they could take their time and decorating their pumpkins. Public events, I was unable to attend the meeting because we had a council meeting that evening, although I have been informed that they are presently on board with Veterans Day, November 11th, and they'll be handing out flags and hot chocolate. The DPW, as our administrator said, happy to announce the paving in the Milford is complete as of 2025. I no longer have to go prospect in Bergenfield or Kinderkamat Road in Oradell to get out of and in and out of the Milford. But it's beautiful. We're just waiting for the lining. The leaf collection has begun, and the crews are out there also planting about 50 trees in the right-of-way, also known as the aprons in front of people's homes. Planning board, both scheduled meetings for the month were canceled due to no business. And that concludes my reports.
Thank you. Councilwoman Duffy.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a brief update on the month. I attended Clean Communities Day at the beginning of the month, and that was a beautiful day for it, and it was a fun and productive event that I could see. So thank you for the committee for organizing that day, as always. Want to spend a little time on Board of Health, because there are a number of things that we should know about. So quickly, just some stats from the nurse, our public health nurse. September 16th, we had 7 children in a vaccine clinic. We had communicable disease reports. We had a certificate of appreciation given to our staff from the first responders meeting. Flu vaccines given out at the high dose at the senior center. And now, upon request, they are now doing a presentation at the senior center, why have a vaccine. And the bloodborne pathogen education has begun with the police, DPW, and OEM. So, and just a little footnote, 19 inspections were done by our health inspectors for the food trucks at the shop right there. So the numbers are pretty amazing for that little department. They really get a lot done. Then also on the subject of viruses, there's been ticks, Lyme disease, West Nile, and in let's see, 4 malaria cases, but they were all from traveling to Africa. So maybe don't go to Africa. That's all.
So fascinating place.
Yes,
There.
I'm sure.
Or the trip, you just have to
Get
Get
vaccinated.
the right shot.
Right. get vaccinated before you go.
Right, exactly. So they're also monitoring, measles, of course, because of the trend right now of people bypassing the vaccine, which to me seems ridiculous, but hey, to each his own. And that is that for the Board of Health, some interesting stuff. I did attend the Domestic Violence Symposium. Just congratulations to Councilman Seymour. What a great event. The survivors told their stories, the knowledgeable panelists, and a shout out to Lieutenant Scott Petrie, who did a really great job from his perspective, the description of law enforcement, and their side of things and their specialized training. So that was, Milford was really well, represented on that symposium panel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Council President.
Yeah. And last night I attended the Adam event, which is always serious and heartbreaking and yet moving and inspiring. So I thank the committee that organizes that and keeps it going. That's fine.
Thank you. Councilman Kratzky.
Thank you. Last Tuesday, I had the pleasure of going to the Passaic County Police Academy. We graduated a new police officer, Brian Johnson. He is new to the force. He's on working, and we officially sworn in at its December meeting. The Shade Tree Commission met, and they are doing some investigation, and we'll be talking to our arborist about when we're planting trees, as Councilman Zyler said, we'll be planting trees coming up now. If there's certain ways we can plant them and put like a sheath in so it protects the roots from going up to the sidewalk. So they're currently investigating that, and they'll be having further discussions with our arborists. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Councilman Seymour.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to begin by thanking you, Mayor, and this governing body for making the Domestic Violence Symposium possible. We did, as Council President Duffy mentioned, have our 7th annual symposium this past Wednesday at the high school. For those of you out there who are watching who missed the opportunity to either attend or to watch, the live stream link is available on the New Milford Public School District's YouTube channel, where the entire symposium can be watched in the privacy of your own home. And I do encourage those of you who need help, reach out for help. That's why we're there, and we bring the symposium to help you. In addition to, of course, being proud of our great coalition against violence, Mayor, that makes the symposium possible, the survivors are tremendous. The incredible women who spoke at our symposia did an amazing job, and I can't do enough to commend them for basically inspiring our team to do the work that we do. It was also very moving last night to attend the Adam event, and it's incredible to see our community come together to remember those that we've lost to the disease of addiction. So more than anything, I'm proud of our community and our town for always coming together to help those in need. Thank you. That's my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Grant.
Thank you, Mayor. The all-season chamber players performed at the library on October 19th. It's their 21st annual appearance, and they were warmly received and did a beautiful job. I wish some of you had come down, but it was well attended and enjoyed in a variety of pieces. And there was a young man there who took the place of one of the regular members who was unable to attend, and he was astonishing, absolutely astonishing. The library is continuing to work on its strategic plan for the future, and we are hoping that the local history room will be up and ready for use by this spring. So keep your fingers crossed. That's just a very, very tentative date right now, but we're making progress. We're amending the bylaws a little bit and our policies and procedures a bit. And I wanted to say that I also attended the Adam event, and every year, I did not know Adam, but every year it gets more moving. And I'm brought almost to tears each time listening to the stories, not just about Adam, but about others who have been lost to because of addiction to either drugs or alcohol. Very moving speakers every year, and some this year were unusually fabulous. I attended Clean Communities Day, but I got there a little late, so I didn't get to do very much. My apologies, but I do appreciate the efforts of everyone who got there on time and actually did a really good job. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Going back to the Adam event, yes, another powerful event. I did know Adam. I went to college with Adam as well, and I was with him Monday night, and he was gone Wednesday night. So that was the last time I saw him, 2 days before. I think the biggest takeaway from that is I saw different people there that I hadn't seen there before. It was very well attended. And the message is, if you need help or you know someone needs help, there are services available. You need to reach out. Contact the county, contact the Municipal Alliance, contact us, and we will point you in the right direction. So anyone listening, if you need help, just reach out. Domestic Violence Symposium, I've been getting texts and calls saying how powerful it was and another great job by Milford. So thank you, Councilman Seymour.
Thank you, Mayor. And Mayor, I just also want to stress the importance of partnership. We couldn't do this without the partnerships with our school district, our Board of Education, and our police department. So, and also the support and incredible help of our DPW. The entire community comes together to make it possible, from raising awareness of the event itself to raising awareness of resources that are available to helping it be a success. So thank you.
And nothing works without Dan Freed.
Big shout out to Dan Freed and Mel Urena and our whole tech team, and a special thank you to Councilwoman Stan Husen, who has been my partner in the program, Mayor, from the year of its inception in 2019, and has helped organize it with me, helped run it with me, and helped be on camera every year that we've live streamed. Thank you, Councilwoman.
Part of the tech crew.
Yes.
I'm not just a councilwoman. Multi-talented.
Under Historic Newbridge Landing, they're continuing to fundraise for their museum. They had a groundbreaking last month, shovels in the ground. They have lots of events coming up for the balance of the year, so if anyone's interested, just go to vchs.com and you can see all the things that are going on. Last Friday, I was invited by the superintendent and the Gibbs School PTO and the principal for a ribbon cutting for their new playground. So this was a 4-year project the PTO had at Gibbs School, and let me tell you, this playground is amazing. It is the best playground in town, and I got to help play on it and jump on the ribbon. So anyone gets a chance, take a ride by Gibbs and look at the new playground. It is fantastic. The other thing that happened a week and a half ago, we had the Fall Festival by the Berkeley School PTO. What a great first event. The idea is that it will grow and it will be an annual event. It was very well attended. Food trucks were there that were inspected by our health inspectors. Craft tables and just a lot to do, and a lot of families there, which was really great. And of course, the weather was perfect as well. So kudos to them. And the last thing I have is I have a letter from a resident I want to read. Dear Mayor Petrino, I want to sincerely thank you for the senior transport program. It has been such a wonderful help for seniors like me. I wasn't aware that it had been reinstated after the pandemic, so I'm especially grateful to a friend who brought it to my attention. Knowing that this service is available again makes daily errands and appointments so much easier and less stressful. I also want to give a special mention to the drivers, Fabio and Ann. You truly couldn't have found two better people for the job. They are both kind, patient, and incredibly helpful, always going out of their way to make sure riders feel comfortable and safe. The friendly demeanor makes every ride a pleasant experience, and it really shows how much they care about the seniors they serve. Programs like this make a real difference in our community, and I want to take a moment to let you know how much it is appreciated. Thank you for your thoughtfulness, dedication, and for supporting seniors like me.
Really nice.
Really nice, really nice. Thank you for sending that and reaching out and letting us know. And anyone who did not know, we have senior transport. We do. And all you gotta do is call the Borough Hall and we'll give you all the information you need. It's a wonderful program that we continually maintain because we know how important it is to our seniors in town. Is there any other questions before I ask for a motion to open up to the public? Okay, at this time I ask for a motion to open to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions or comments regarding the good and welfare of the borough, all we do is we ask you to come up to the podium, just give us your name, and we will give you 5 minutes. Yep, you come up, just say your name in the microphone, and then you have 5 minutes.
My name's Kathy Bell. I live at 205 Baldwin Avenue. I went to the tax assessor's office not too long ago with a letter from my federal law enforcement agency saying that I've been furloughed through no fault of my own. With that being said, I had presented this letter in hopes for leniency in paying my taxes because I do not have pay coming in. My ex-husband also works for the Department of Justice, and so there's no funding coming in to, pay taxes at the moment. So just wondering.
There's a resolution on tonight's agenda for the mayor and council's consideration to extend that grace period.
Okay. All right. That's it. That's all I have.
Thank you.
That's still important.
Thank you.
Yeah, we talked about it at our last meeting.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
To grant leniency to government employees who have been affected by the shutdown.
Resolution 2025.
Okay, so then you're voting on that?
We're voting on it tonight.
Oh,
If you look on the page,
Doing it right now.
That's 242,
this is my
actually.
first one.
if you look at side 2, of the agenda,
Yeah,
you'll
I
see
saw that.
the second resolution there. I'm
Okay.
sorry, no.
Second from me.
242.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
Authorizes municipalities to adopt and extend property tax grace period during an extended federal government shutdown for an employee of a federal government agency who is furloughed because of the shutdown or who works during a shutdown but is not paid because of the shutdown. That's on our resolution tonight, which I think I'm pretty confident will be adopted. Seeing that there's no other member of the public that wishes to speak at this time, I would ask for a motion to close the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt resolutions 2025-238 through 2025-243?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed. You're good.
See how easy that was?
I'm
You have
sorry.
to ask the mayor, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I just have a
Question.
question. So if there's a continuing
Come back here so you're in the recording.
if there's a continuing resolution that's signed, and we're able to, obviously pay our taxes, and then they decide that they're going to shut down the government once again, does this have to,
It would be something that would have to be considered again. Yeah.
okay, so it's not, yeah, I'm
We're
hoping
never
that
gonna
it
be there.
doesn't come to that point, but,
If we
okay,
get there for the next tax quarter, that'll really be something else,
okay,
unfortunately.
Just can't go on, just can't.
right, I know. So thank you very much for that. I can't tell you how relieved I am that you had passed that, because that is a huge, huge burden.
We understand how hard it is for our residents, and
Yeah.
when circumstances like this happen, we have the ability to do stuff like this, and we're more than happy to help.
And we have a food pantry in our office as well. So you have people bringing in all sorts of items, perishable and non-perishable. So, we try to take care of each other as best as we can till, people in DC decide to play nice.
Food insecurity has become such a huge, huge problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Right here at home, right here in Bergen County, state of New Jersey, and across our country.
Yeah. I live it every day. Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going to closed session. When we come out of closed, this body will take no action. So at this time, I'm going to ask for a motion to move into closed session.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope everyone has a happy and safe Halloween.